The Bournemouth, Poole and Dorset Partnership consists of 14 schools located on the south coast and centred on the historic harbour town of Christchurch. Our partnership schools extend from Swanage in the west across to New Milton on the edge of the New Forest in the east. We have a diverse range of schools in our partnership, comprehensive, grammar and special schools. We are therefore able to offer contrasting school placement experiences.
The programme is built upon our core principles, a focus of high quality learning and the development of positive relationships that support and challenge our young people to do their very best. Our experienced teachers support our trainees with the very latest tried and tested strategies in the classroom. The development of the craft of teaching is very important to us, as is the engagement in research to support high quality teaching and learning. We work with the University of Southampton to provide the Postgraduate Certificate of Education at Master's level. This provides a good grounding in academic research. Every year, trainees are successful in gaining employment with us here at Twynham or in our partner schools. We are committed to employing the very best teachers in our schools, and many have progressed into leadership roles.
The Bournemouth, Poole and Dorset SCITT is led by Twynham Learning, and it's a real honour and privilege to be involved in this important and strategic work. It's wonderful people thinking about teaching, and despite successive governments actually not really portraying teaching as well as they could have done, it is actually in reality a fantastic career. There are so many opportunities as well. It's not just being with young people every day, which is in itself a huge privilege, but there are also the opportunities of working with great teams of people in your department areas. And then in addition to that, there's all the extracurricular activities, visits, trips abroad, and a huge range of experiences you can have, which are just not available in other careers.
I did my degree in chemistry, I graduated last summer, and I've decided to take on a role as a trainee teacher in SCITT. The SCITT programme has been tailored to me because they've set up a new relationship with the school in Dorset, which is closer to my home.
Before I joined the programme, I was a chiropractor. So what I've really enjoyed has been the challenge and stimulation of developing new professional skills.
So I have a degree in physics, and I've worked in commercial research and development and environmental consultancy before training to be a teacher. The highlight for me has been support from a range of sources. I've had support from a number of people within the school, from the different SCITT tutors and also from the university.
Before I joined the programme, I worked for a local stonemason. A real highlight for me has been the camaraderie between all my fellow trainees, especially in my discipline in modern foreign languages.
I did a degree in bioveterinary science, and then I had a daughter who's now 4.5, and I've had a change in career plan, and I'm training to be a teacher in maths. Okay, so my placement school's been great. They've given me lots of meaningful work to do. They haven't thrown me in the deep end, but they've helped me every step of the way.
Before I got into teaching, I worked with young offenders, emotionally disturbed young people, and then for about 12 years I worked with people with dementia in their own homes and in care homes. So I chose the SCITT because it had a good opportunity to get into schools, but also there was a central training base that you could get a lot of other input from as well. So I chose the Bournemouth, Poole and Dorset SCITT. It was recommended to me by my wife, who had already gone through the training, but also I knew it had links to great local schools. It was local to where I was living at the time as well. The highlight of the programme for me was being placed in two contrasting schools. Both had really strong maths departments that supported me, and I was able to get employment in one of my placement schools, which was a really good outcome for me.
So following on from my degree in fine art, I decided to get a job as a teaching assistant in a secondary school to really decide if teaching was for me. I chose the SCITT approach because I really wanted to get into classrooms straight away and be able to put some of the theory that we learn into practice. I chose the Bournemouth, Poole and Dorset SCITT because I was really impressed with their open morning and their friendly and professional approach. I've really appreciated the facilities that have been available to me. I'm only 10 weeks in and I've really been able to develop myself as an artist and a teacher.
Our size of around 40 trainees means that we are large enough to provide quality training experiences in a breadth of subjects. But we are small enough to offer a personalised experience which is tailored to trainees' needs and underpinned by professional and pastoral support. Trainees are allocated mentors in their placement schools but have the additional support of subject leaders who oversee the progress of trainees in their subject and provide specialist input. The cohort get together regularly at Twynham School for training, which is led by expert practising teachers and visiting lecturers. Training covers subject-specific and general topics. Getting together also provides trainees with the opportunities to share their experiences and learn from each other.